Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's going on, family? We get started really quickly on these other apps, and then I'll be right with y'all. How is everybody doing? Your girl been given some glasses so I can see 100 times better. I'm not going to be here before you guys long on tonight, okay? I'm going to be speaking prophetically. It's not a business call, a solution. It's not none of that. It's a straight up clarion call. It's a kingdom call, okay? Give me 1 second, you guys. My apologies, you guys. I had to take that phone call. You gotta email me. I'll put my email on the screen. What's going on? Jackie and brother Timothy. Give me 1 second. If you guys don't mind sharing this, you email me. I didn't get it. Look right on the screen. It got the phone number there. It got the email there. You might want to put in there, hey, from YouTube or something like that. And I will definitely try to check my email before I lay down tonight, okay? All right, let me get this started over here. Hey, what's going on Instagram and what is going on TikTok? Shout out to all my brothers and sisters all around the globe, wherever you are, okay? I'm not going to be here tonight before you long. I'm going to actually be in and out. But I know that I cannot lay down without coming by here and sharing what the Most High has put on my heart, the urgency, okay? And then I'm going to get out y'all way and get off y'all timeline. Is that a deal? I will ask you all this right now. If you don't mind sharing this with somebody. If you don't mind inviting somebody over here on TikTok. If you don't mind putting those hearts up above. Helps me beat the algorithms. Y'all already know how it goes over here on TikTok. But if you're new to TikTok, I'm asking you, if you don't mind, to go ahead and start putting those hearts up here, which will help me beat the algorithm and help me get into the For You page where other people like yourself will be able to tap in and listen to what it is that I'm going to be sharing on tonight. That don't cost you nothing, and I greatly appreciate it, okay? I'm not here on a business tip on tonight. I'm here prophetically speaking. Dr. Tawana will never speak outside of the Most High God. I will never speak if he didn't tell me to speak, okay? But when he tells me to speak, he also backs up and establishes what it is that he has said. He said, the Lord do nothing except he first revealed it to his prophets. Now, I'm not calling myself that. I walk in that when the time is right. When the Father says, then I want you to speak on my behalf, then I'll do that. I don't call myself to that, but I embrace it. I accept it. I'm not here to run from it any longer. Okay? I don't have to give you that explanation, but I did out of the kindness of my heart. I don't owe no man no explanation. But to let you know how you can tell who spoke on behalf of the Lord, how you can tell who spoke on behalf of the Most High God, is he say in his word that if what they say I said come to pass, then I said it. And if it does not come to pass, then I didn't say it. And we'll settle it with that. If there has never been a time, that time is right now for us to stop playing. And I don't know how many times people can say it, watchmen can say it. Like, this is the most critical hour, the most crucial hour, probably known to mankind. Yes, our ancestors have gone through things and atrocities and hardships that they probably thought this is a crucial time for us. But we are the generation that's actually seeing the pages come to life. And I don't know if you guys are aware of everything that is happening. I'm not going to recap all of that. I got a video that I am going to run in just a little bit, and you guys will be able to see that information there. There is one thing that I'm going to share with you guys, because I've been saying it, and I will continue to say it until the time has come for me to shut my mouth. And just hear me clearly on this tonight. There is a time to talk, and there is a time to stop talking. And that time for many watchmen is coming for them to be quiet. Because at the end of the day, people have it made up in their hearts and in their mind which path they're going to take. And so if that's you, and you have made up in your mind that you are not going to follow after obedience and righteousness, and you are not going to serve the Most High God the way that you was put here in this earth to serve the Most High God, then you will reap whatever benefits, rewards that comes with that disobedience. We are not here to force a single soul to believe. We are here to announce. We are here to proclaim. We are here to declare. We are here to warn. And the sad part about it is they know exactly how to distract us as a people. If they're not distracting us with entertainment, they distracting us with wars and rumors of wars. They distracting us with politics. They distracting us with black and white, white and black. They're distracting us with religion. They're distracting us with false flags and all kind of other stuff. Okay? I'm gonna take these off because I've been trying to get used to my eyeglasses. They want me to wear them all day. And I just received them, so they over here got your girl eyeballs feeling dry and irritated. Nevertheless, there are so many catastrophic things happening simultaneously, brothers and sisters, that when it all compiles together, there is not going to be any type of recovery. When I tell you famine is not on the rise, it is here. Inflation is going to choke out so many people. It is not even funny. Listen. Listen. If we think that we're seeing violence the way that we're seeing violence right now, then brace yourself. Then brace yourself. Period. Because all of the things that are happening simultaneously are very catastrophic. I don't know if we have been aware of what's been going on. I'm sure we're not. Some of us are, because they go beyond the media. They go beyond the news. So some of us are aware, but many of us are not. They have us distracted with all manner of stupidity. Things that really don't matter. Huh? Things that really don't matter. That's what they got us focusing on. What's going on with Beyonce? What's going on with the Montgomery Brawl? What's going on with the celebs? What's going on with Lizzo? What's going on with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion? What's going on with all of this foolishness? But really what's going on behind the scenes, how many of us knew that the BRICS just unveiled their new currency, which is set to take place November the 1st? What does that mean? That means that our dollar, in order for us to buy anything from China, from Russia, from Africa, it will be $55 more. So if we're buying a loaf of bread for $4, every dollar, we would have to pay them $55 for $1 of our dollars. And when I tell y'all these people are ready for smoke, I'm about to show you, not tell you, I'm about to show you how ready they are for the smoke. They so ready they came onto our shores, onto our borders. Why they had us, discombobulated and distracted? These bad boys was on our shore. You got the European nations that are bagging out of the World Summit, the G7 Summit, the collaboration of if I go to war, I got your back. I mean, if I go to war, you got my back. You go to war, I got your back. Now they pulling out saying, "No, we finna go join with BRICS." And BRICS is out here making noise in these streets. And we're the ones that not aware of what's happening. There is 11 branches, bank branches, closing in the next 2 months. Bank of America branches, that is. Wells Fargo out here stealing people money. They have implementations in place that will not allow you to get your money out. Why? Because when you go to deposit your money in the bank, you're giving them an unsecured loan. It's not backed by anything. So you're giving them an unsecured loan, meaning if they take your stuff, it was a loan. They don't have to pay you back. So you got these banks closing, banks stealing money, banks telling people. How many of you guys watching me right now have had an issue with a bank in the last 30 days when it comes to withdrawing your money, spending your money. I don't care if they block a transaction. I don't care if they made you call in and ask them for permission to make a transaction in more than the amount of your daily spending limits. If you went into the bank and asked to pull money and they wanted to know what was the reason of you wanting to pull that money, anybody could testify. Any transactions didn't go through because they did not approve them. Y'all do know FedNow is in place in full operation. And you want to know why they said they're closing the 11 banks? They said because of the popularity of online banking. Now, wait a minute, friends. Wait a minute, friends. The popularity of online banking? With online banking, you cannot withdraw cash. Am I the only one that got eyes wide open where you can actually still see people walk into the bank and withdraw and deposit their cash? So what popularity of online banking is so massive that you got to close down in-person branches? That don't make no sense. If you got to close down branches, then how is people going to get their cash? Are y'all tracking with me? Are you going with me? If you picking up what I'm putting down, then just let me know in the chat. Just let me know in the chat. I see where we going. If y'all gonna go digital, that means there ain't gonna be no need for cash. If you're closing down branches where you can walk in and withdraw and deposit your money, there ain't gonna be no branches. And it's because of the popularity of online banking. Then how in the world is you gonna get withdrawals? How you gonna get cash? But people thought people like myself was stone cold crazy when we told people that the FedNow system is just a move. It's a play for the grander scale of things that will be implemented because those systems are in place. And now they then came up with their own currency. And you might don't think that affects us, but let me tell you how it affects us. Our medication, our bread, our wheat, our electronics, our heart devices, our the aids, the arm aids, if you need a new knee, the prosthetics, the ironing board, the stove, the televisions, the computers, the cell phones, the clothes. These things are made in China and in Russia. They're imported from these foreign countries. And oil. Huh? And if we buying a loaf of bread for $4 right now because of inflation, and 55 of their dollars is equivalent to one of our dollars, then we about to be paying $220 for a loaf of bread. Sounds like prophecy is being fulfilled, friends. Sounds like that good book that we don't want to read, that good book where it says a loaf of bread will be a day's wages. Who could ever imagine a loaf of bread being a day's wages? We buy wheat from Russia. They thought they was doing something when they put all these tariffs and sanction on Russia, but Vladimir Putin was over there getting busy. He was buying up gold. So now all these African nations, Brazilian nations, now all of these nations, they like, we going to the currency that is backed by gold because cash is trash. And you will never be able to do that to another foreign country, what you did to Russia. We gonna make an example out of you. I want y'all to watch. If you ain't following me over here on YouTube, then follow me now, because that is where I present the information over here on YouTube. I do not have the time, and neither do I want to take both of these cameras and flip them around so y'all can see. So if you ain't following me on YouTube, go over there on YouTube and join me over there so that you can see. If you cool with just hearing, then you can get ready to hear what the hell is really going on in mainstream media. It's not broadcasting this whatsoever. They broadcasting bull doo-doo. Stuff that got us distracted. You mean to tell me that your shoes that you paid $200 for will now be $2,500? The television that you watching and you paid $298 or $600 for will now be $3,200? You mean to tell me the bottle of water that you paying $198 for will now become $110? You want to tell me that the water that they selling on the stock market is being sold on the stock market because it's about to be a shortage? It's about to be a privilege to drink water. And how many of y'all that made more money than you done ever made before? Right now. Earn more money than you done ever earned before in your life. Right now, at this time, right now. Been given. I don't care if it's given by the... I ain't never, listen, when I was on welfare, they ain't never gave me no $1,000 a month. You got folks out here on government assistance getting $1,000 a month. I know them personally. I had 6 children and was only receiving $456 a month. So even if you being given, if it's being given to you, you getting more money now than anybody in history has ever gotten, whether they're government benefits, whether you're working or you're hustling. And guess what? You making all that much more money than you ever made before, and you still struggling. If you think that you making more money, being given more money, and you struggling right now, then baby, brace yourself. Brace yourself. People's medication is made with wheat and whey, vitamins, not just food supplies, our clothes. A shirt that costs $5.99 now becomes $350. Imagine that. Imagine what kind of chaos would ensue. We think we're watching right now broad daylight folks going in and ransacking stores and just taking what they want. Why? Because they can't make ends meet. If you think what we're seeing right now is something, then brace yourself. Then brace yourself. One thing that I will say is this, especially for those, just on this note alone, I just got to throw this in there. And like I said, I'm not here on no business tip. My work is my worship. Period, point blank. My work is my worship. Every single dollar that I work for goes into the greater purpose. That's why I ain't taking no paycheck. No, I needed to know strategy. What do I need to do? Because I'm not going down like that, family. I'm not. If they can take your money, they control everything. If they can take your means of providing for you and your family, do you know how many folks is about to actually bow their knee to Baal because they will have no other choice? Do you know how many people will actually turn back? That's why I'm so grieved. I could never shut up, bro. I could never shut up. Every day that I wake up and every day that I go to bed and I wake up in pain. I'm grateful for the day. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Don't get it misconstrued. I'm grateful to be above ground zero. I'm blessed to be alive. But every day and every night I go to bed and I wake up in pain. For the simple fact that these cats took my children out of the earth. The greatest pain that you can ever inflict upon a woman is not a breakup with a man. That hurts. Not a divorce with a husband or a spouse. That hurts. Not a betrayal of a friendship. That hurts. Don't get me wrong. But boy, you touch a woman's child. Women are the givers of life. You touch a woman's child, something that they have given life to. That's the ultimate. That is how to tear a woman down from the inside out. And if you don't have the Most High on your side, you walking dead, you a corpse. You have life, but you're not living. Why? Because the very substance of life that came out of you is dead. So there's something automatically that dies on the inside of you. You got to figure out how to live your life after death. And it's not easy. So I don't have anything to lose. You want to know what my get back is? Liberation. That's my payback, because you cannot pay me nothing else in this life for the atrocity, for the heartbreak, for the pain that you have caused me to walk in for the rest of my life. There is no amount of money that you could ever pay me. There is no amount of justice that you could ever give me outside of my people being liberated, that you don't get to do this to another person ever willingly. If you choose to go willingly, then shame on you. But you don't get to rape and rob people on my watch, man. Our history is full of that. Our history is full of people that look like me being raped and battered and abused, being used, being misguided, being tormented, being tortured. History. And somebody got to stand up and say, it stops on my watch. It took for you to touch my kids. It took for you to touch my children. For me to be that somebody. They say, how in the hell can we continue as people, as human beings, as a community, as a nation, to sit back and allow these things to happen to us, and then our generations read how we read what happened to our ancestors, what happened to our forefathers? How is any of that cool? How is any of it cool? How is any of it acceptable? How is any of that okay? How is it okay to continue to do this, to degrade and continue to oppress and maim and unalive human beings? How? Because of your evil and your wicked deeds. How is we standing by allowing that when we, this generation, have been given all tools, all resources? Baby, we fully loaded with everything that we need. We excited about how we came together and fought off, an attack that happened on one of ours. We excited about that. But what about financially? These people got power over us. They can starve your children. They can starve you. How is that cool? They can infiltrate your children's mind. They can change them and manipulate them to be and do what. Man, they out here killing our kids. How is that acceptable? Did you see that 17-year-old melanated boy out there playing b-ball and he dead now today? How is that cool? How is that cool? Not just him. I got a friend that I grew up with, went to school with. Her baby is deceased. just trying to keep a meal in his mouth and provide for his young sons. How is that cool? See, that's not cool on my watch. Because every day I'm reminded. Every day. I wake up in the middle of the night and I tell my husband, sometimes I can't even remember what my baby looked like. I can't remember what he sounded like. I can remember what he looked like when I last seen him laying stale and cold and dead on a table. That's what I can remember. And that boy had so much life in him and so much purpose and so much destiny. And because they chose to play God and say that he needed medication to subdue himself so that he can learn. I hope you catching my drift. It's like they said we needed to do a certain thing in order to protect ourselves. In the same way that young man just dropped dead on that basketball court is the same way that my young man dropped dead on a basketball court behind something that was given to them. How is that cool? I wake up every day and I think about Emmett Till's mother. That lady died without justice. That is not acceptable. That is absolutely not acceptable. Do you understand me? That is not acceptable. That's just one of millions of mothers who don't have their children. And then we just let y'all open up y'all doors and allow anybody to come on up in here. And the people that's coming on up in here, they bringing poison with them. And they murdering our children. You told them to put something in them. Now you got people bringing in stuff to them. Do y'all not see this? And then if that ain't working, you got them out there doing it to each other. You put them all in the barrio. You put them all in the hood. And let them fight over the little stuff that everybody got. And let them take each other out. And we sitting by idly. We just gonna let these cats do this to us again? I'm sorry. That will not be my portion. That will not be my portion. I'll lay mine down first. That will not be my portion. And as long as I can, and I have breath, and I can open up my mouth and use my mouth, and use my knowledge, because knowledge, applied knowledge, that is power. And I can help a soul to not ever have to deal with anything of a such. They canceled it. They didn't have any. Okay. Then that's how I'm going out. I can't stand by in my generation. Call me crazy, I don't care. I cannot stand by in my generation and allow any devil to harm and hurt people on my watch. And I remain silent. And I remain ignorant. And I remain stuck. Somebody got to lay it down. Unless a seed go in the ground and die, it cannot produce fruit. It took for Dr. Martin Luther King. It took for Louis Farrakhan. It took for, what's his name, Cesar Chavez. It took for the forerunners, the leaders, the Rosa Parks. It took for them to lay down their life that we may have the peace of liberty that we have today. We have more liberty than they had when they lived. And if that's something that I'm called to do, so be it for the next generation. But I refuse to sit by idly and allow these devils to do what they've been doing. I don't care the color of your skin. I will fight for you. And trust and believe these hands is skilled physically and spiritually. I don't have to defend myself physically. But spiritually, these hands have been taught to war, and these fingers men seasoned to fight. And I'm not one of those, I'm going to sit back, casual, keep my mouth closed. No, I know how to war in the spirit. Trust and believe that. I know how to take authority. I have suffered enough to know how to take authority in the realm of the spirit. You do not get to dictate my life. No man, no human being. You don't get to tell me no. You don't get to tell me this is how it's going to end. You don't get to tell me this is your kid's portion. Hell no. Absolutely not. You don't get to tell me if my kid's going to eat. You don't get to tell me what my kid's going to do. Now, that is not my portion. Lollipops get licked, and I'm not no sucker. So you know what I'm doing? You know how my fight back is? I'm getting out of y'all systems. I don't want nothing to do with your systems. I'm creating my own ecosystem because I know that system that y'all got, many will not be able to buy, sell, or trade unless they conform to your system, unless they bow down to your system, unless they compromise to your system. And there can never be no compromise on my end. Never. Never. I will never allow you to do anything to me. I will never allow you to put anything. I will never. Nor my children. Well, you can't eat. So what? I grow my own food. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't go to our schools. I don't care. I got my own. You can't enter into my facility. So what? I built my own. While y'all was building, I was building too. For this very moment. And not only was I building for myself, I was building for those that are assigned to me. We be missing it as people of the Most High God, as children of the Most High God. We miss it. Oh, yes, we do. We miss it. We don't pay attention to history. Real history. Anytime there was ever calamity, a famine, a drought, anytime there was ever chaos, anytime there was ever plagues, anytime there was ever punishments, anytime God's people always prospered. I dare you to fact check me on that. There had to be an upset, and there had to be a shaking, and there had to be a judgment. Every time. You go back to real history every time. The Most High said, enough is enough. Now I'm finna punish you. Now y'all finna suffer. Every time he calls the unbelievers, the wicked doers, the evil doers, every time he punished them, his people always prospered. There was a changing of guards for his people always. And the Most High said, look, I'm finna bankrupt them. I remember sitting here prophesying it. The wealth of the wicked that they stored up. That's why I wasn't mad at these devils. I started going into their territory because the wealth of the wicked was stored up and they had to release it. See, my issue was I was taught like everybody else. Being poor is being righteous. Being poor is being spiritual. Being poor is being woke. No, you stupid. You being poor. You can't fulfill your assignment. You can't help nobody. You can't bring no cures into the earth. You can't give nobody no clean drinking water. You can't give nobody a chance at life. No, you stupid. Being poor is a curse. Because there ain't nothing poor about my Father. I'm a king's kid and so are you. And there ain't nothing poor about my kingdom. Nothing. Therefore, when the Father says, sit down and tell my people that I'm about to throw all their money into the streets, I'm about to bankrupt them because money is what led this nation into sin, greed, and wickedness. What are people fighting for? Power. What gives them power? Money. That's the only power they have over a group of people. It's money, financial power. They can't run their stores, their restaurants. They can't run nothing without the multitude, the Hispanics, the African Americans, the Caucasians. They can't run nothing without each other. The only power that they have is financial power over certain groups of people. The Chinese can't run nothing without us. I don't care who they is. They can't run their beauty shops, their nail shops, their liquor stores, their grocery stores. They cannot run their department stores. They cannot run nothing without the very people that they oppress. We their biggest customers and their biggest slaves. We their biggest customers and their biggest slaves. We will let them pay us pennies to build their business. That pisses me off. Because you're worth more than that. And now you out here struggling to feed your family, but you trading your time, you giving your labor, your energy, your talents, your gifts, the very talents and gifts that you were given to create a legacy for you and your family. You are now exchanging that for slave wages. The devil is a liar. And now at the end of all of this, this is what you got. This is what you left with. Inflation. You can't pay your car payment. You can't pay your rent. You can't go on no vacation. You can't take no breaks. You can't buy groceries. You're going to have to be able to determine whether you're going to have a roof over your head or a meal in your mouth. That's what you left with. That's your thanks. That's your thanks. That's what you left with? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious? And let me tell you something. Minority, melanated people. Sometimes I can just sock y'all. Gotta be honest with you. That's why I don't do people. I'm real and transparent. That's why they won't accept me in their houses of worships. Okay, they won't accept me in their pulpits. And that's cool. I ain't called for everybody, but I'm called to somebody. And you ain't gonna stop me. And you ain't gonna shut me up. You don't want to let me on your platform? I'll build my own platform. The message will be televised. Period. But we the biggest spenders and the biggest consumers, and we bankrupt and we poor and we impoverished. And that's why we want to beat the hell out of my own people. We sit up and murmur and complain about all the things that they doing to us, but we empower them financially to do it and to continue to do it. How do you think their businesses get big off our backs? Off our time. Our family suffers. Structure of the family is broken down, torn down. Kids all out of control. Relationship downward spiraling out of control. Mental illness is real because we just stressed out. We just traumatized repeatedly. And then we get tired of that and we start go buying the things that we really think that we want and we need so we can show off and make somebody else think that we got something. But we robbing Peter to pay Paul, and we busting our butts and trading time for money and still ain't got nothing. Have anybody else just sat back and thought one day? That's why I go off on people. Let me say this. I go off on people when you be like, is you a scam? That's what make me want to just slap the fire out of you. Are you kidding me? You have participated in the biggest scam of your life, and you got the audacity to come around here and ask me, am I a scam? Name one business that cares about you. Name one business that's telling you how to go start your own business. I'll wait. Name one church that's telling you to go get successful how the pastor got successful, giving you the blueprint. I will wait. Name one college telling you how to start a business and become successful, just like they started a college, and how to do the steps and how to use donations and set up trust and keep generational wealth. Name one. Just one. I will wait. That lets you know. Now you can pay them and you can feed the machinery and you can feed the men and women of God, and you can feed, television and cable. And you participated in the biggest scam of your life. Let me lay it out for you real quick. You eating food that ain't even real. That's the greatest scam. Now how you paying top dollar for top doo-doo? You ain't even getting real gas, but you paying top dollar for that. You don't own that place that you renting. You buying the home for them times 10, and you don't even own anything. And then if you do think that you own something and go buy you a house, you don't own that, because go ahead and miss your payments for 3 months. That bad boy will be foreclosed. Do you understand me? You buying a car off a lot, and as soon as you drive off the lot, you paying 40 bands for it, but as soon as you drive it off of the lot, my brothers and my sisters, it is reduced to the real original value, which is about $7,000 to $8,000. And miss your payment on that, they will go and auction it off, get paid the Kelly Blue Book, put it on your credit that you owe them the balance of what they were not able to get paid. Write that bad boy off. It's called a charge off. Leave that on your credit for the rest of your life. Because at the end of the 7 years, they'll just sell it to another outside debt collection agency. And when you pick up that phone and verify that you are Tawana Worlds, then you just reinstated the debt. You just confirmed the debt belongs to you. And then they take that car, somebody from a car dealership takes it from the auction for pennies on the dollar, okay? And then they turn around and sell it for $40,000 at the car lot to the next victim. Got the nerve to come at me and ask me, am I a scam? Scam you for what? Your money ain't even long enough for me to scam you. Let's get that straight. If I'm going to scam you, it's going to be something that is worthy of me going to go sit down for a long time. But my family going to be all right, and your money ain't that long. It really ain't. So if I'm going to scam somebody, it's going to be for something like that. First of all, you go talk to these people out here. Well, you know how our people is. They be out here scamming people. But them other people be scamming you too. So what's the difference? Yet and still you pay them faithfully. You paying for light bills when the Most High gave us sunlight for the day. It's the greater light. And moonlight for the night. It's the lesser light. And yet here you are paying for electricity. All they went out there and did was put up some type of solar panel and receive energy from the sun. It's free. And then they turn around and sell it to you. And you got the nerve to ask me, am I a scam? You ought to slap yourself. You paying for internet. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. All they did was went and put a satellite up in space and charging you for internet. Go play with somebody else, because I'm not the one or the two. How is making you some money and changing your life and getting you out of a rut? Do you actually know what a rut is? A rut is a coffin, but the ends is kicked out. You can slide up to the top or slide down to the bottom, but you have a way to get out. That is what a rut is. A coffin, a casket with the ends off of it. We study going and spending money and consuming. We got to consume everything. We're consumers. We were never taught to be investors. That's why we ain't got nothing. And spend millions of dollars with these cats. Cats that don't even like you. Cats that's using your money to plot your demise. Don't that just piss you off? Or am I the only person that pisses me off? You gonna use my money, boy? That's the coldest scam in history. You want me to go work, trade my time for money, and then you use my taxpayer dollars that you take out my check before I even see my check, and I did the work and you did not. And then you go use it to go build things that will annihilate me and my offspring. This how much you care about us. You didn't just went over there and gave Taiwan $45 billion. And you got Americans over here can't pay their rent. That's how much they think about y'all. That's how much they think about y'all. It's we the people. No, the hell it's not. It's the greedy and never about the needy. They done took all of our weaponry and everything and put it in another nation. That's a red flag right there. What we gonna fight with? Then the craziest thing happened last week while we was all caught up in the Alabama brawl. Them demons was released. Demons of chaos was released. If you were not aware. We over here thinking, no, we don't need no white man to jump one of our cousins or something for us to unify. That's what the narrative was. That's what they wanted people to believe. We can throw blows and still go back home broke. They don't care about you throwing blows. We own you. We control you. We control every aspect of your life. See, we know how to tame y'all. You Negroes, go on out there if you want to. That's how they say. You Negroes, go on out there and show your butts if you want to. We know the one thing that we'll cut off if you get too chaotic, that money. Yeah. We'll cut your money off. Remember when they was out there marching for George Floyd? And they said, look, we're going to take away their stimulus and their EDD. Them people went home and stopped chanting and stopped marching with the quickness. Because they got financial power. That's a shame. You ought to be able to make some noise and say, you know what? You know the reason why we can't implement and say, hey, you will not kill another one of us. You will not treat another one of us like that. You will not profile us. You will not tell us we ain't loud and certain. I'm over it. And I'm watching my words. I am over these content creators out here posting, these Karens and all of this police brutality. I'm over y'all. Y'all stupid as hell. You ain't got no solutions for the people. What are you doing? Besides looking crazy and getting clout. And this is the type of stuff that we run to. Ooh, did y'all see that? You gotta gouge your eyeballs out so you can't see it no more. Because if you ain't coming with a resolution, then you a clanging cymbal. You just making noise out here in these streets. Why haven't the content creators been telling people, look, let me tell you something. You want to know how to make some real moves, some power moves? You want to know how to stop them from killing? Listen, we make up their businesses. We make up their industries, their restaurants. We make up the monies that we spend. We're the biggest spenders. We the biggest spenders. So stop spending with them and tell them, we will not spend with you again until you stop killing our people. We will not spend with you again until you stop racially profiling us. We will stop spending. We will stop and mean it. You know the reason why we can't stop spending with them? Because we ain't got nothing built our own self. Where we gonna go? Where's our own banks, our own hospitals? Where's our own gas stations? Our own grocery stores? Our own schools? We can't make no moves like that. Yeah, I can't go. I can't. Don't go to work today. Yeah, I can't afford not to go to work. That's 8 hours off my check. That's $52 to $75. $50 to $75. And that ain't no put down, because I kid you not, I can go on my wallet right now and show you a food stamp card from a couple of years ago. Please believe it. That ain't no flex. But when I think about that, they got the right word for it, y'all. Minimum wage. Ooh, wee. Minimum wage. That's all you worth. Minimum wage. Ain't that something? Minimum wage. But you kings and queens, you're full of knowledge, full of information, and making minimum wage. That's terrible. Let me let y'all see this video, and then I'm gonna go. Let me see what it's saying. Let me pull it up over here. I just want y'all to see this. Hold on. I should have left that up there because it was just a whole QR code says scan this QR code to log into TikTok. Wait a minute, little chicken. What y'all got going on over here? You got to scan a QR code to log in to TikTok. I wonder if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can close out of this real quick and then. Woo! Hold up. I got to see that again. Yeah, I got to see that again. Let me see if that's going to pull up. It did not pull up. Y'all gonna have to listen over here, okay? Let me share this screen over here. Y'all real quick. And make sure y'all can see my screen. Cool. Here we go.
We are with President Putin, and we want to say to President Putin, It is not us South Africans who refused you from coming into the country. It is Ramaphosa, the coward Ramaphosa, who could not guarantee that we will not arrest Putin. We are Putin, and Putin is us, and we will never support imperialism against President Putin. Comrades, America is threatening us with African Growth and Opportunity Act that if we don't arrest Putin, they are going to take away AGOA. They can take away AGOA and leave us with our sovereignty and leave us with our foreign policy. We must have the capacity to take a decision of our own. We call on the President of the People's Republic of China, India, and Brazil not to come to BRICS Summit in solidarity with President Putin. They must say, you touch one of us, you touch all of us.
There you have it. This is what they over there meeting about. They not fooling around with America no more. They are not fooling around with America no more. They with Vladimir Putin. They not fooling around. They not being dictated and dicked around by America no more. These nations are not playing no more games. And they ready for all the smoke. And so come November, they done already rolled out they monies. They done already rolled it out. We will pay them $55 for every dollar for whatever we buy. Woo, ain't this prophecy? See, if you know prophecy, then you know where we going with this. If you know prophecy, then you know where we going with this, because it was prophesied that this would happen. And that the Most High would gather his children from all four corners of the earth. See, this ain't a bad time for us. It's a bad time for the people that sleep. It's a bad time for the people that's stuck. It's a bad time for the people that's ignorant. It's a bad time for the people that lack knowledge. It's a bad time for the people stuck in fear. Do you know the first ones to go is the cowardly? Can't be no coward up over here. Can't be no coward around here, baby. You better be flat-footed, 10 toes down. I'll definitely send it to you, Sister Jill. When I tell you them nations is ready to go up and they ain't playing, and this is the reason why the banks is closing, they already know. Those who led into captivity will go into captivity. That is the word. And this is the greatest time, the greatest generation of people that have ever lived. When I told y'all a long time ago that I was getting back my ancestors' reparations, I absolutely meant that. And have. Because that was the signal when the Father said, look, the 400 years is up. Now comes judgment. And he has been judging them. He is stripping them right before our eyes, and we won't get none of it. Why? Because you're still trying to work for the system. Baby, that system, if you joined in with that system, you're going to definitely reap the punishment of that system, because that system have lots of bloodshed on it. That system have imprisoned not only minorities, every person in this American capitalistic demonic system has suffered, except the elite and the greedy. And the father said, look, go get what rightfully belongs to you. And don't just go get what rightfully belongs to you. Go recover it all. And then gave us the blueprint. He said, I want my people buying land. Why didn't we? Because you couldn't see the bigger picture. You was worried about your outfit and your meal for the week, and how you was going to get gas back and forth to work, honestly, and how you was going to pay rent on a building you don't even own. When the Most High was saying, go buy that dirt, because there's about to be a famine. There's about to be, we didn't see it. You can't enter into Whole Food stores without having a QR code. It's about to go down. Go get you some dirt. Because I'm going to show you how to be a global resource overnight by just owning dirt. You can plant seed. We're going to get back to the basics. What are the basics? The basics are exactly what was instituted in the beginning. Why do you think they took wealth from us? Because what is true wealth? Let me hear it in the comments. What is true wealth? The very thing that they have stripped us from and held us back. God said, go get it. And you know what? You needed to be in the places where you still could buy land. In order to grow anything herbal, every seed-bearing herb is meat and healing for the nation. In order to grow those type of products, you need dirt. In order to put seed in the ground, because there's going to be a whole bunch of knowledgeable woke folks that's going to be hungry and broke, and they're going to compromise. That's written too. For the love of many will wax cold, boy. It's already happening. People will turn and betray one another unto death. It's already happening. And people gonna compromise. Their stomach get to growling. They was lazy, pitiful. The parable of the talents. The one who had 5 and made that 5 10. He put his talents to work. He put his money to work for him. Notice it didn't say he went and worked for his money. He put his money to work. That's why the one with the 1 talent was called wicked and lazy. Man, how am I gonna give you something and you don't do nothing with it but sat on it? You could have at least put my money in the bank and let it draw entrance for me. If you wasn't gonna do nothing with it, you could at least put it into a place where I could get entrance off of it. So the people that's gonna perish is gonna be the wicked, lazy. You call them wicked and lazy. Y'all don't see what happened? We out here thinking that the pandemic was a bad thing. It was not. It was a good thing. It was a good thing. Hear me when I say this. It was a good thing. Baby, I had just walked away from food stamps and Section 8. You understand, man? Well, about 7 months prior to the pandemic. Section 8, paying $90 in rent. Walked away from that to doing $100,000 online. But don't think that $100,000 for me to go splurge and go buy some big old rims to impress people who ain't got that. I wish I would go out and buy a $70,000 vehicle that I don't own, that I can't pay for in cash. And then when my money is funny and my change is strange, they're going to come back and repossess this. And I am out of all of them payments. That's stupid. Just so I can ride around and show other people I got a nice car. I wish I would. He said, no, that money is for you to trade it and turn it into true riches. What did I give my people way back yonder? Gold, silver, they was fully loaded. With gold and silver and cattle and oxen and what? Dirt, land. He said, that's the charge I want you leading. I don't want you joining no niches and no endeavors that's going to bring you 9 to 5 money. I'm going to show you the hidden treasures and secret riches. I'm going to show you what they've been doing. How they been confiscating the land. How they didn't got into real estate and set up generational wealth. How they didn't got into government contract and set up generational wealth for 100 generations. Now I want you to learn this, and it was not easy. You're talking to a person who graduated with my 18-year-old. When my 18-year-old daughter graduated, I graduated with a GED. You're talking to somebody who was terrified of technology because it seemed so daunting. But I had to go learn it so that I can teach it and show other people that was just like me, that was stuck just like me, that was impoverished just like me. Because at the beginning of the pandemic, the Most High said, get out of their systems right now. Don't be indebted to them in any way. Section 8, food stamps, welfare, Medicare, none of that. Student loans, pay off that. Get out of their system. Because whoever is a part of their system, they control them and they will control them. And then all of a sudden, if you're working at a job, if you don't do A, B, C, D, and E, you can't work here no more. If you don't do A, B, C, and D, and E, then you can't get welfare benefits no more, Social Security. Oh, wait for it. If y'all don't think that something else is not coming down the pipeline, please go do your research. It's already here. They already announcing it. I dare you to go look up, did the EPA just approve 2 billion fully infected mosquitoes to be released? I got the article. And then you got the WHO saying that we need to recommend, not recommend, it should be required, a mask because the mosquitoes is carrying Zika. There you go, EG5 variant already in full effect. And do you want to know the reason why all of this stuff is going digital? Because the next time they roll it out, you will not be able to move unless. Did y'all watch Songbird? Did y'all not see it say COVID 2023 or 2024 when it came out in 2020? COVID 2024 or COVID 2027? And then people had to scan their foreheads and couldn't leave their homes. And they had to have a pass. You had to be immune and have a pass to walk. Anybody else saw that? Because they can never attack us without telling us. That's sovereign law. That's sovereign law. That's why they got to tell us. And they're not going to get on the news and tell us they're going to tell us in movies. If you think that was something, that was just a preview. And they said, yes, this allowed us to be able to track citizens. And this allowed us to be able to track and to be able to implant and to be able to control. Yes, this allowed us. Man, hell no. Hell to the no. So when I started seeing them move, I was like, look, I need to create my own ecosystem. Leave me and my dirt alone. We out here in yonder. We got our own water, so we don't need y'all water. We good. When y'all think we finna eat that modified lettuce and vegetables, and when you think we finna eat that meat and stuff, and them potatoes that came from Bill Gates' farm, his farmland, and China's farmland, that fake meat, that lab grown meat that you putting in the store shelf, listen, leave me and my dirt alone. Yes, I did see that. Saudi Arabia, I just seen that they left the G7. So is Greece. They said, we don't want the European. Yeah, they left. They said, we don't want nothing to do with G7. We're going over here with BRICS. I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down. And the most dangerous thing was they just had 11 warships docked on our waters. Them bad boys were so bold that they came and parked for days. And the United States had the audacity to send 4 warships for 11. Isn't it ironic that they always escape the war, that they got bunkers and underground bunkers that could withstand EPA and nuclear weapons? So who the hell gonna suffer from what y'all done went over there and started? Who the hell's supposed to survive that? We ain't got no underground bunkers. How y'all got vehicles that can sustain yourself through an incinerator and all of this stuff? You got underground tunnels and stuff y'all can walk through and all, but we just out here we just open, wide open. And we didn't even start it. We didn't even start it. So we're gonna become casualties while y'all become escapees. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And let me tell you something about BRICS. I tell y'all to go look up. BRICS was started like in 2006. Matter of fact, let me let y'all see. I need y'all to go look it up yourselves, okay? To the 2006 or 2008. 2006. I want y'all to go to Google and just type in BRICS 2006. Let me let y'all see it over here. This was way in the making before we even was woke. The leaders of BRIC, Brazil, Russia, India, and China, countries met for the first time in St. Petersburg, Russia, on the margins of G8 Outreach Summit in July 2006. Now, how is it in 2023 that BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, China, plus Africa and Saudi Arabia and all these other 30 countries that are now joined with them? And who they joining in with them for? Because I don't know if y'all know this prophecy or not. But that good book that y'all always want to say ain't the good book and it ain't the truth, that good book say it's going to be Babylon going to go down in 1 hour. And the merchants from afar off will be wailing and crying because they will not be able to do transactions across the waters anymore. 1 hour. It said the smoke will be seen wail in other countries, and men and women will begin to wail. America has been the superpower for a very long time. But now there's a new superpower. And this is all a part of prophecy, whether you believe that or not. And so if you see all of these things coming to pass, another part of prophecy is pray that you may escape all that is coming up on the face of the earth. We're commanded to pray. We're commanded to ask the Most High, how do we escape? That don't mean raptured. You go look up that word. Escape means if a famine come and I was told ahead of time to go plant me some seed, some watermelon, some cabbage, some whatever. When famine come and hit everybody else, I escaped famine because I was obedient and put seed in the ground. And so therefore I ensured that I was going to be able to eat. if the grid go out and everybody is freezing, and I was alerted ahead of time and told to go get certain generators or certain warming materials, and I went and did that, then I escaped. Go look up the actual word definition of the word escaped. So we have been given an opportunity to escape. Get out of their system, brothers and sisters, and get back into the system that was here since the beginning of time. Gold was here in the beginning. Silver was here in the beginning. Land was here in the beginning. Notice money was not. And anytime the Most High blessed every one of his people with anything, it was always gold, silver, land, oxen, and cattle. The very thing that they never wanted to give us. Because land is power, it's financial freedom. It's emotional freedom. That's why when they enslaved us and then they quote unquote let us go, they promised to give us 40 acres and a meal. Why did they promise to give us 40 acres and a meal? Because we would never be poor and we would never be enslaved again. And they did not give it to us. The Homestead Act was passed and they didn't fulfill that either. Why? Because they never wanted us to have wealth. So the Most High said, cool, you didn't suppress my people and oppress my people. Now I'm going to take what you got and I'm going to give it to them, to the ones who want it. So now I'm going to shut down your in-person stuff. And I'm going to put the wealth online. And Netflix and DoorDash and all of them cats right in the middle of a pandemic, they got rich. And went and bought them up 200 and something thousand acres of farmland. That's what they do with their money. From the athletes, the coaches of the football teams, land. Jeff Bezos, land. Go look up how much Jeff Bezos has. Bill Gates, land. Go look up how all these people got land. Mark Zuckerberg, they all took the wealth, stepped down from position and bought up dirt. I wonder why. If you control the dirt, and especially farmland, it comes with wells and rivers. Now you control the dirt, you control the water. It don't matter. It don't matter. You got dirt, you'll never be poor. They're not making no more dirt. They're not making no more land. Land appreciates all by itself. You don't got to do nothing to land. If you put harvest a crop on there and the crop season was terrible, the land still appreciates. It is not affected by the stock market. The stock market can go all the way down. That land is still appreciating. Land is tax-free. Why? Because it's yours, rightfully so. You can buy a plot of land for $10,000 and then hold it. And then they say, you know what, I need this plot to build this facility on it. I absolutely got to have it. I will pay you $1.5 million. And you can determine, do I want the $1.5 million or do I want to hold it and let it increase in value? I don't want to sell it to you, but I'll let you graze your oxen on it. I'll let you plant your trees on it. Now I'm in passive income. I'll let you come and camp on my land. I ain't got to put nothing on my dirt and that thing get dirt rich. It just keeps increasing in value. And don't let bodies and stuff start coming around the facility of your land, vicinity of your land. Because now it just increases in value. Gold ain't never going nowhere. And neither is silver. Neither is silver. That's why Texas is using it as their currency. Because it ain't never going nowhere. They're going right back to the basics. And we the people ain't owning none of that. That's a problem. That's a problem. I done showed y'all so many ways to get money on this internet. I'm no different than you. I just take heed to what the Most High has said. And I implement it and I do it. And I do it afraid. Because I don't know everything. And I do it frustrated. But I do it. I do it sacrificially. For the simple fact that I know they done took 2 of my children out. I cannot allow them. I cannot say that I'm a good mother and allow them to take out they done took my ancestors out. My great-great-grandparents, my cousins. I can't sit by and idly allow that. I've got to be one of the ones that say no. When I leave here, my family gonna have something to remember me by for the rest of their life. That's for sure. They will always have a place to stay. And they will always have food to eat. That's the greatest give back, that you don't get to take a whole generation. You took them. And for you all, that are my people. That are my family. Enough is enough, and the buck stops here. Right now, today. Can you do 100,000 online? I showed it to y'all. I'm not going to keep on showing it because I don't flex. I don't have to let my right hand know what my left hand's doing. I don't ever tell people what I'm doing until it's done. Until I say, checkmate, look what I've done. Can you make $100,000 right now in 30 days? You absolutely can. I've showed y'all. I got content around here everywhere. I got content around here everywhere. I just feel like we don't need 1 million. If I could show 300 how to get 1 million, then we got 300 million, period. If I can show 600, we got 600 million. If I can get 1,000, then we got 1 billion. Period. There is solutions and there is hope, but we got to act now. That's what the Father is saying. We got to act right now. How is it that we see the sword and we're not responding? We're not getting in position. And if we don't, we're going to be just like them cats that went away with Hitler. They walked into the furnace. No disrespect to nobody who got relatives that was a part of that whole look. It couldn't have been me. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not finna walk into none of y'all camps and get on none of y'all train. I'm cool. I don't need you to protect me. You ain't got my best interest. You ain't never had my best interest. Get out of here. I'm good. You're not finna lead me to the slaughter. Not willingly. That's stupid. I'm good. I'll take my chances. I'll eat sand. I got lots of it. I got acres of it. I'll eat dirt. I'm good. I don't want your food. I don't want nothing from y'all. You are not to be trusted. Ever. I'm a law-abiding citizen. So I respect your laws and your ordinances, but you are not to be trusted. You are wicked. Your whole government was built on wickedness. I could never trust you. Your whole empire was built on bloodshed. You a demon. You wicked. Period. When I tell y'all that you can make a lot of money right now online, and it's not just about making a lot of money. We all need to come together and make a lot of money and then convert it. I say that all the time. Don't let them be the only ones owning gold, because when it comes down to it and your cash is trash, if you ain't got them type of assets on you, you is up doo-doo creek. You're going to be a part of that system. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And not only is you going to be a part of that system, but you're going to hell for being a part of that system. Somebody got to tell you. People don't be telling the truth around here now, so when you say that, people get offended. No, you going to hell. You convert over to something else other than what the Most High intended for you, all in the name of conforming and compromise, you're going to bust hell wide open, whether you believe in it or not. See, I can stand here flat-footed and say, I know it's real. I went there July 29, 2002. That's why I do what I do, and that's why you can't pay me to ever look back. I had a real encounter. Not one of them ones where people say, I saw the light. No, the hell I did not. I saw outer darkness so much so that it scared me straight. That's a real scare straight. Can't pay me to go do all that ignorant, foolish, demonic activity I was doing, because I had a real encounter on a real level. You're going to bust hell wide open as soon as you convert. There ain't no second chances, no do-overs for you. I'm cool. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul, his mind? I don't think so. And the Most High still got a remnant in the earth that will not bow, and I'm a part of that remnant. And I'm just looking for the other ones that are part of that remnant too, to tell you this is what the Father said we need to be doing. Spoiling the spoils. Go get back what rightfully belongs to you. You're going to have to do some work. See, the wealth is stored up for you. You got to go get it. I don't care if you got to go get dressed to go get it. You commanded to go get it and take it back. I don't care if you got to structure yourself to go get it. You commanded to go get it and take it back. You're not commanded to sit up in your house and be religious and dumb and thinking that it's going to come in your mailbox. Or you going to win it through lottery tickets. Hell no. Stop that dumb stuff. You got to get dressed and you got to go into the world. The world operates off of buying and selling. That's why no man will be able to buy, sell, or trade unless they receive it, the mark. The kingdom operates on sowing and reaping. It's two different systems. And we're supposed to go take the spoils back. What's going on, Patty 8888? We're supposed to take it back. So that's what I've been out here doing. Learning their system so I can confiscate what rightfully belongs to us so that we can build what we rightfully need to be built. And the Father will bless what we build, as He has always has in times past. So here's some solutions for y'all, and I'm out. Get on this online. If you don't know what you're doing, I do. Do you hear me? I can show you bank statements right now. I done already did that, so I ain't got to keep on doing it. My last video on YouTube before this one, before this live, go look on there. There's the proof. I need y'all to get over here and learn this real quick. And then run it up. Don't let them be the only ones running it up. They're using artificial intelligence to their advantage right now. Because the whole entire system ain't fleshed out. Not yet. I'm talking about they putting it into place. So now you got them other people out here doing $1 million weeks, $1 million months, and buying up farmland. I'm just trying to help y'all get on. We need to get on. We need to come together. We need to be together, unified. We need to take care of one another. We need to eat with each other. Stop trying to tear down one another. Build with each other. Stop trying to build outside of each other. If you don't know, I know. If you don't know, I know. And I'm showing you that you know. I don't need nobody else's receipts. That's the way I look at it. If you can do it and you can show me that you can do it, then you got me. Then I know that you can do it for me. Don't take nobody else's receipts and tell me that you can do something for me you ain't did yourself. Had somebody tell me, well, I don't know if you, man, look, baby, I ain't got to say nothing with no words. I'm not a showboater. I'm not a talker. I get paid to talk, but I don't talk mess and hot air. I don't waste my words. I'm not blowing something up your behind. I don't even like people, to be honest with you. I don't even fool with people. I love people. I'm commanded to love them. And this is my response to my love. That I love you so much that I don't want you to hurt the way that I've been hurt. I don't want you to perish or suffer the way that we have perished. That is love. But do I like people? No, I'm very introverted. I mind my own business. I sit in my own lane. That's why you don't see me all over the internet. You don't hear my name in these streets unless I'm showing up to serve. I have been faithful and have kept my word about all things and communicated if any type of interruptions or interferences was happening. But I'm 1000% solid. Anybody else would have been and left people a long time ago. Soon as they would have got hit with that type of fiery trial or that type of great of a loss, they would have been gone. You wouldn't have heard from them, seen them, none of that. I was strong like an ox. Do you understand me? Roaring like a lion. One day, next day, 2 days after my baby was poisoned. And still ain't going nowhere. No, I'm in it to win it for the long haul. If you ain't going to learn nothing else from me, you're going to learn courage. You're going to learn boldness, dedication. That's what I am. I'm the embodiment of that. I don't have to say that with my words. My actions, if you don't believe nothing that I say, my actions, my fruit, that's what I'm supposed to be bearing, fruit. I can show y'all how to do it. But you're going to pay me for my time. I got a workshop coming up where I will show you 4 6-figure side hustles, period. I can run a play with y'all right now. If you would have joined me a month ago, if you would have let me do it for you when I offered to do it for you, you could have been rich overnight. And some people will say that's wrong for you to profit off of our pain. Is you stupid? Do you see all of these people out here profiting off of a situation? They got chair earrings, chair shirts. It's called riding the wave. You could have printed a shirt that you didn't even have to take time to draw, that you don't even have to take time to ship from your house. You get a mock-up, the design, you do that. AI does that for you like that. You put that bad boy over here to the people that's going to print it and send it to the company. They charge you $35, $40 for the shirt. They take their $20 for shipping the shirt and taking care of all of your needs. You take your $20 for being the middleman. And you run that up. You could have sold them shirts. Go on TikTok and see if they selling them shirts. Millions of comments over there. You could have went from zero to hero overnight. Coloring books. Barbie shouldn't be the only demon out here seducing these children. You into the heritage, you into the culture, go create you some art. Baby, do you know that they don't only buy gold and silver, they buy art? Yeah, that's hefty. So much so that they will lock it up. Yes, indeed. Over on YouTube, you could be making $200 and something thousand without ever showing your face or ever using your voice. It's called YouTube automation. People are consumers, so they pay you according to the number of the views. People are big on sports and basketball. People are big on food and cooking. People are big on mindset. People are big on money. And you don't even got to create the channel. Somebody will create it for you and get into monetization. And now you just sitting back every time a view. Not only are you making money right now, you'll be making money every time it views. Every time you get a view, if that thing is still popping, 10 years from now, you get a view. They go crazy for Beyonce. They go crazy for movies. They go crazy for LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. Listen, y'all, I'm talking about the easiest way to make money is now. Because you're going to need money before they crash it to get yourself in position so you don't suffer. You could have been making a lot of money right now. $1 million check for sending water to Hawaii. It's an emergency. For sending Pampers to Hawaii. It's an emergency. Government contracts. They use small businesses that will send the aid. And you can become a millionaire during an emergency. They getting ready to have crazy weather. Alabama, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia. It's finna be disastrous. They are already warning people on the news to prepare for bad weather this week. Meaning they're going to need some branches cleaned up for tree removal and demolition. You could be making $1 million. And guess what? We're in fourth quarter, which means the government dumps all of the money in the last week of September. On top of a natural emergency, these wildfires that's burning. I'm talking about the fastest way to create generational wealth. And I've been trying to put you sisters on for a cool minute in dispatching, because that's something you can do at home while you tend to your children like we're supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be out there in the workforce. Now you can. They've given you freedom to do so, but that was not the intention for us. Now you out there in the workplace getting fibroids. You making that bag, but you getting fibroids. You making that bag, but at the cost of your children being rebellious and being captivated by this demonic system and these demonic celebrities and all of that stuff. Yeah, you getting that bag. They don't mind giving you that dollar bill. It's trash. But you will never get real assets. You will work yourself to death. Go ahead, Miss Independent. Go ahead. They don't care. They can care less. I done showed y'all how to create a course in 90 seconds. I done showed you how to get ads and you ain't got to think about anything. Baby, I can show you. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me just show y'all this last thing. I know I said I was going to go 10 minutes ago, but I'm really going to go. Okay? I just got to show y'all this. There's a lot of folks like me, business owners, that need websites, okay? I might be able to turn the, hey, Sister Frida, long time no see. Now, listen, boss lady, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Boss lady. Boss lady is delayed. Okay? I want to show y'all something. Baby, there's a lot of people like me right now, business owners that need websites. If you didn't sit up and do nothing but this, I'm going to show y'all play how easy it is for you to run it up. Yeah, I'll design your website. $497. Let me turn this around so y'all can see. And I'll flip this camera around in just a minute, okay? What type of business are you building? I am building a consulting business, okay? Check me out. Where is your business located? I'm going to just leave that there, red up. What is the name of your business? Y'all check this out. I want y'all to see too. I'm trying to hold it to the best of my ability. I just need y'all to see that. It asked me what kind of business was I creating, consulting, what state and city I was in. I put that in there. And then what's the name of my business? If I don't have one, I can make one, okay? Now, I need to put this camera down. That's why I don't be liking to flip these cameras. Watch this bad boy generate my website for me. And y'all count how long it's going to take for them to do that. My website ready. Boom. If I don't like that, I can just hit that regenerate button. But let me change the camera around. I'm gonna come back and show y'all this whole entire website. There you have it. About us. Our services. I even got a testimonial from somebody named Emily. I even got some clients that they didn't put up here. They got my location where I'm at. My contact information. They want to email me, get into touch with me. This was done. And if I don't like it, I can customize it here, put my own branding colors. If I don't like it, I can just hit regenerate. Let's see, financial. I'm gonna change this. Wealth creation. Let me let y'all see. My website ready. Hold on. Let me show y'all here first. Boom. Boom. Here go my website. Now, you are without excuse to not be making no money. Without excuse. Because I can just sit up and build people's websites for them. Period. And deliver them to them. I can do 100 of these at $4.97 in one day. And make every bit of $50,000 in one day. Because I'm not doing no work. And then I'll go create your social media page. And then I'll go ahead and, I'll get everything together for you with AI. I'll give you a whole branding package. and charge you $10,000. And it will not cost me or cost me any more time than no more than about an hour. And then I'll outsource the rest of the stuff. What y'all thinking over here? Did y'all see that? Exactly. I have a workshop where I'm going to be teaching you 4 side hustles plus 1 that will pay you 6 figures. That will pay you 6 figures. When I say 6 figures, I absolutely mean 6 figures. Period. In 1 month. Share the screen, show y'all 6 figures. Can you do 6 figures in 1 month? Absolutely. So y'all see, let me go over here real quick. There go my name. Y'all can see it on the screen for what it is. Tawana J. Worlds. That's me. Tawana J. Worlds from Navy Federal. Let me flip it around over here. Y'all see my name. Tawana J. Worlds. Okay? Hold on. Scroll over here. So y'all can see 412 to 511, 2023. 412 to 511, 2023. Can you do 100K in a month? Online. Absolutely. I can show you 300,000 in the last 3 months online. Now, if you choose to remain ignorant, if you choose to remain stuck, if you choose to remain afraid, that's on you and nobody else. The Father is saying, go get the wealth of the wicked. Take it from them. All you got to do is know how to do it. So in this workshop, I'm going to show you 4 side hustles that will pay you 6 figures with a bonus one. And then I'm going to show you how to run that thing up. So you're going to have the blueprint to go implement it. You can actually implement it while we're in implementation. It's called a workshop for a reason, because you're going to work. Before you even leave, you can have that thing up and running. Period. For $497. Then you got lifetime access if you don't get it up and running that day, for you to go get it up and running within the next 72 hours, the next month, whatever. However long you want to wait and procrastinate, you'll have the access to go and run this thing up. I'm going to show you how to start a business with under $100 and make 6 figures from that by itself. If you don't have the time, I'm teaching you guys how to take 4 side hustles and run it up. Now, I also got where you guys can come learn how to actually be a digital boss and to set up machines that will run for you while you sleep. When people see my videos replaying and replaying, every time they play, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. I'm in monetization. I'm getting paid because I'm getting sales. And I could be asleep. I can be dealing with a lawyer. I could be dealing with whatever. And this machine makes money for me. Or you can let me do it for you if you don't have the time. I have 5 spots available at 1K. 1K. I normally charge my clients 10K. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that. 1K, I will build you out your digital product and get you into passive income. And you don't have to do anything. So now you ain't got to worry about it. If I don't know how to do it, if I don't get it right, blah, blah, blah. No, because your girl going to build it out for you. I have 5 spots at 1K. I have a 6-week course on FastTrack on how to get that government money that they getting ready to be pouring out on people last week of September. The accelerated gov money FastTrack is for the emergency season. I have that. If you want to get into dispatching, my husband will teach you how to do it. And we got 3 spots for him to build your own dispatching business for you and then show you how to maintain it. So he'll do the work. These are discounted prices that we're offering here because the other people have the money to pay me 10K to do it for them. Period. So we have it done for you. If you want to learn how to establish people MC and DOT numbers, you can pay yourself minimum $4,000, maximum $5,000 for 30 minutes worth of work. Never have to show your face. Never have to be bothered with people. You build out people's businesses for them. Transportation ain't going nowhere. It's a whole bunch of our people on the plantation driving under other people's MC numbers and authority, and that's why they can't get ahead. How about you eat off your own plate and you build them for them, and then we show you how to scale it all the way up in real life and pay yourself what you're worth. You get 3 of those a month, you at $30,000. You get 6 of those a month, you at $60,000. And it ain't hard to find 6 people a month out of 344 million in the United States alone. You women can be sitting at home racking it up just on the dispatch by itself. For 2 hours worth of work, come on, y'all. It's about working smarter, not harder. The curse of Adam was to work by the sweat of his brow. So if you still out here working by the sweat of your brow, then you under the Adamic curse. No, we don't work like that. We work the works of the kingdom. We establish, we subdue, we have dominion. We take back. So whatever I have available for you, that's what I have available for you. And I ain't shared this in a cool minute. I'm just going to share this on this one. We're getting ready to tour and take this thing all over the place. And I have not advertised or promoted my Millionaire Monarchs in a cool minute. This is where we do everything. This is where you get your business all the way right. Through trust, through life insurance policies, the right kind. The enemy didn't want me doing that. Right when we were getting ready to actually have the meetings, that happened with my son. But we back on track, got the meetings, everything set up for you to live tax-free. Period. Because that's what it's all about. You don't want to just make money, you want to keep it. So we're doing everything in there. You get to be a part of those, the tours, in-person events. When we're doing masterminds in Cabo, you get to learn how to buy dirt. We go in order. So the very first thing is we're going to get you a product up and running where you make money passively while you take time to build out the rest of the stuff. And as you can see, it's very easy to build it out. It can be built out for you. I'm going to give you all the juice and the sauce on that, how to be built out for you. And now you have a coaching program. Now you have whatever kind of program you want. And now that thing is automated and you're able to travel and do more and buy more and get into the real estate aspect, get into all of that. Learn how to take the very things that you're learning in the mastermind, turn around and sell it back to the government, because you can sell multiple things to the government at a time. And then the end game is to become a hub zone, which means a community bank for your community. A 8-8. You don't want to go there until you've already done at least $250,000 in government contracts. And then you can go there, because that program is only 9 years. Now, how to go and get monies readily available for you. I have a client signed up in government contract, paid $1,000 to get up in there, got a whole $25,000 business funding for her business. $10,000 business funding, $15,000 business funding, $25,000 off of $1,000 investment. That's what investments are. My time is up, y'all. I've been here 2 hours. If I can serve you, then let's go. All links are below. And if I can, then I'll see you on the next time. I'm going to still keep on sounding the alarm. I'm not just going to always tell y'all what they doing and there ain't no solutions. The devil is a lie. There's always a way of escape. Whether we take it or not is a different story. But there's always a way of escape. Wherever there is a will, there is a way. Ain't that what Big Mama and them said? And that's the truth. Whether we choose to take that or not is solely up on us. But the people that are assigning you, the people that God has placed in your path to protect and provide for, they blood gonna be on your hands. That's all I gotta say for tonight. It's getting real crazy. Love on your family members. Contact them. Come together with a plan. Let somebody show you how to go and show your children, and everybody is in a better position to accommodate one another. Good evening, sister. I love y'all. I'm out, y'all. My time is up here. If I can serve you, so I'm not here to sell anything to you. If I can serve you and help you change your financial forecast, just like the Most High changed mine, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. I want to change your life. I want to let you know that He's real. I want to let you know that everything that has been spoken shall surely come to pass. And you can do all things. Take it from somebody that came from the streets. That's why He uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. He uses the most unusablest people to show the whole entire world, hey, if I can do it for her and him, then definitely do it for you. And He took your girl out of the ghetto and out of the gutter and off of poverty and set me upright. And now I want to show y'all how to do that. With that being said, I love y'all and I will see y'all the next time.